How's everything going? Yeah. I want to welcome you to the Daily Toast. The Daily Toast. I say the Daily Toast and don't say the Morning Toast. And I tell y'all that if you want to catch me on the ends of the week or the beginnings of the week, depending on how you look at it, my friend, you need to make sure that you catch me when you can. I'm not playing these games. I'm tired, but I'm up. I've been doing a lot of stuff, right? So, what I've been working on is I had to get some ambrosia out. Now, the batch that I'm brewing right now is kind of young. I'm using a young SCOBY, so I'm going to let it sit for a couple more days. I pulled out a little bit, but I actually pulled out a whole bottle, but I used this top half of the bottle to feed my sourdough. But I can hear it talking. You hear it talking? I can hear it talking, right? So eventually, I think I'm going to be able to get back to my podcast on the computer now because I'm not as focused on doing YouTube as I was before. Right now, we're focusing primarily on Spreaker and Facebook. I got the wide angle because y'all know it's that weekend, you know what I'm saying? It's that Kuumba, and you never know when Gina and Sasha may want to join. And I'm also, the text just went out, and I'm also letting y'all know that those lines are open. Those lines are open. So beware, world. The lines are open. The lines are open, and as a matter of fact, I think I am going to use the Blue Snowball mic for those call-ins so that we can make sure it's nice and clear. So since there's not a lot of stuff pulling on the mic, I may be going back to just using the mic for that show. So, let's see who's going to join us this late morning. It's a late morning. The morning is about to go out. The texts have went out. And the piece that I put on there today was, no one will or should take your stuff more serious than you. And I've learned over time that we have to take our cultural issues very seriously. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will ever take your stuff more serious than you do. I want to send shouts out to whoever just joined me. I don't know who it is, but hey, we're about to get started. Make sure you pick up your glass. Get your glass. Get your water. Because we're about to do the theme song for the show. Alright? Give a couple more people. Well, I ain't going to wait. We need to just go and get the music popping. Hell with it. Let's get it. First off, I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. That ain't even loud. This is a Heart of a Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast.
Please stop to blow your old paradigm.
Right? So y'all see I got my camera turned to the side, which means that my ladies might be joining me. You know, I set it up so that they can, shine, a little bit too. Get used to being on air, we train our kids in what we want. All right, so here we go. Get your water, get your glass, get off your ass, put the kids, send them outside to play. We about to have grown folks talk. Drink your water. Drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass and move your body. Move your body, drink some water. Man, go. Move your body, drink some water. Ah! Move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Why you got on a swimming suit? Drink, 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 drink. Go take those off. Real life here, Gye-Nyame. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Now lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Now take your breath and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. Lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, move, breathe, lift. Oh man, that was messed up. Here we go. Lift, drink, breathe, move. Come on now, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Everybody that's tuning in. I see Miss Stephanie Jackson. Somebody else threw up the finger, but I didn't recognize who it was. But shouts out, family. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have real talk this morning. Conversation. Feel free to call in. What's wrong with you, girl? What's wrong? All right. I'm going to post up call-in number for those that's interested. Unacceptable, Gina. Unacceptable. Go upstairs. Alright, family. So let me put up the call-in lines. Call-in number is 614-556-4535. So, let's get it. Let's put on Sasha, calm down, baby.
Okay, fine.
I'm done. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Go upstairs or something. Alright, it's Real Life here, Gye-Nyame family. I want to thank those that take the time to check out the show now or later, right? So right now, we are doing a daily toast. And usually I try to do it around 11 a.m. But this morning, like I said, I got up. I had to check the ambrosia. I was kind of disappointed because the ambrosia had not matured to the point where, you know what I'm saying, I could do anything with it. I mean, it's okay. But it's not up to the standards of Gye-Nyame house. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go and put it back and let it sit.
Is being recorded.
Uh-oh. What's going on here? We got a caller? This is a caller. Who's on the line?
Hey, Jake Kuumba.
Oh, my God. It's Miss Tiandra. How are you doing today? Hello?
Here we are.
Can you hear me?
We're here. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to make sure you can hear me because I'm experimenting. I'm kind of pulling off of YouTube for a minute just to see how things go. But You got something you want to share with the people while we're here? Or you just want me to get started?
You know, I'm just on the road.
You on the road?
Not you to be quiet.
Who not used?
So I called instead of doing Facebook because it's better. Better reception.
All right, cool. So now, if you want to hear it clear, you can just put it on speaker and mute it, and I'm gonna roll through and do the libations, unless you just want to talk every now and then. That's on you. All right. So I want to send
All right, sounds good.
I want to send shouts out to Sister Tiandra. Say thank you for calling in. All right, family. We're about to get into this right now. So, today is Kuumba. I want to say great Kuumba to each and every last one of y'all. And, of course, for those that don't speak the language, Kuumba is creativity. It's a day of creativity, right? And we need to be able to stress this creativity in all areas of our life, right? Even in conflict. Actually, life is about conflict. Some people not comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable with it all the time. But life is about conflicts. You know what I'm saying? Because the good life is lived at the edge of conflict. You know what I'm saying? Whether that conflict is with another person, whether that conflict is possibly with nature, whether that conflict is with another group, or whether that conflict is an internal conflict that's going on within you. And as a warrior, we have to come up with creative ways of dealing with conflict. It doesn't mean that it always has to be violent. All conflicts aren't violent conflicts, right? It's just a interaction or interplay between maybe even I don't even want to say opposing forces. You know what I'm saying? Don't have to even be opposing forces all the time, but I could be wrong, family. Like I said, yesterday. Well, actually, let me talk about this morning. So I woke up. I just laid around. I just felt like laying around. You know what I'm saying? I get up early during the week and I work and I go and I'm constantly having young people call on my name. They need something from Brother Hatem or Mr. Brown or whatever the hell they choose to call me at the time. You know what I'm saying? Some of you calling me motherfucker. Excuse my language. If it's kids listening, right? I apologize in advance. You know what I'm saying? But, so I have people pulling on me a lot. So on these days, I'm able to lay and just chill. So son said, man, you need to go downstairs and work with your sourdough. And for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying, since it's the day of Kuumba, let me go and express my creativity. When I did my 21-day fast, when I did a 21-day fast, one of the things that I started experimenting with was making sourdough, because like one of the things that as I start doing my research on some of the health, one of the things that really highly impacts us as a group is our carbohydrates intake and bread. You know what I'm saying? In form of bread, especially white bread, right? So I'm looking for other things. I said, bread has been around for a very, very long time. So you can't tell me that all of a sudden bread is a #1 killer of people. Bread has been used in all cultures all over this world. So I'm sitting up here like, damn, there has to be a reason that the bread is different. And when I start really doing the research and I start really finding out how important this whole fermentation process is, family, it blew my mind. So I said, damn, well, how did they get bread? And then when you start doing the research, you find out that bread has a fermentation process. And what modern science has been able to do is almost knock the whole fermentation process out. So one of the things that I really learned as far as creativity, that when it comes to enemies, we have one of the most creative individuals or groups in history. I mean, they have found so many ways to just attack us. And it's so wonderful to be existing in this time, right? Because if and when we are successful, family, you know what I'm saying? We will have bragging rights like no one else in history, because nobody has been hit like we have been hit. So we really have to pull on our creativity. Now, also, one of the things I know about Kuumba is that Kuumba plugs us in to our ancestors. Shouts out to Miss Navita Nelson. See you in the house. I got your text. I'm still thinking about it because like I'm laying around. I'm just waiting for some responses. I'm just laying around. I said, man, I don't know if I want to move. I don't know. Maybe we might need to double up on next Ujima. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But hey, I'm going to let it progress. Sister Tiandra, I hope that you are drinking your water. Sister Navita, I hope you got your water. And whoever that other person is out there. What? Is Shaka C. Young Hasbury on the line? And he has not said a word? The hell is going on? Shaka's on the line. And I'm having a chill day. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, I'm just in the moment. So right now, what I did was getting back, and I get back to the whole Kuumba. Well, let's finish Kuumba piece. Kuumba connects us to our ancestors because a lot of times we think that it's just our creativity churning, but sometimes it's like our ancestors speaking through us. Like with the story of G. When I created the story of G, or when I do a lot of the poetry, it's a certain mood that comes over me, and I understand that that's my connection with something higher and something bigger than myself. And it comes through me. So it's not necessarily my story. The story came through me. You understand what I'm saying? So when we start looking at creativity, we start limiting creativity when we try to claim it as our own. We open ourselves to the universe, which is the most creative of all, right? When we say, it comes through me, right? So one of the things that came through me when I was doing my 21-day fast was I had to figure out how can I get me some healthy bread. I like bread. So I started experimenting, and I know this sounds crazy. And when I do extended fast, I just start going crazy as far as cooking. I don't understand. I mean, it's the stupidest move you can make. Because like I said, on day 15, I'm like, bet you I could cook that shit. And I cook it, and I had to try to trick my kids into eating it and shit, and be like, just be watching them and shit, and be like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just something about that period of time. I get real creative in the kitchen. So I started finding out about sourdough. Now check this out. So I'm already brewing the ambrosia, and I find out about this stuff called sourdough. And I'm like, you use warm water, you use whole wheat flour, you know what I'm saying? And you want to try to get these bacteria and yeast to start feeding on the flour. And every now and then you got to, if you leave it out, you got to feed it every day. If you put it in the refrigerator, you can feed it every now and then. Because the bacteria and yeast get warmed up, and when they get warmed up, they got to eat. And I said, hold on, bacteria. So I took some ambrosia, and I made my own sourdough with the ambrosia. Right? This shit been sitting around, it's sitting in my refrigerator. Right? And I'm like, thank God. You understand what I'm saying? I said, man, all right, cool. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to make a pizza. Now let me tell you this, because I want people to understand. When I talk about nation building, I'm not playing, family. Listen. So today, right? I slept in, right? But I'm gonna be able to drink some of my ambrosia with you. I'm gonna be able to go into the kitchen and grab some greens, some chard, some kale, some
You said chard twice.
I said, what's up? What else? What else y'all growing? Chard, kale, collards.
Tomatoes.
No, you ain't got tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
No, what's the? No. That I got in my bag. Chard is one more green. The big bok choy, right? I'm gonna be able to take some green, some collards, kale, red chard, bok choy. I'm gonna be able to fry it up, right? But what's significant about this batch? Once again, it's grown by my kids. It's grown by our kids, right? And I'm gonna be able to make a pizza dough, right? Throw some little bit of cheese and stuff on there that's made by a dough that I created by my hands. So when I'm talking about nation building, family, I'm not fucking around. I'm just trying to let y'all know, right? And this stuff, all this stuff, everybody in our collective can have access to. Period. All of it. Greens grown by our kids. Sourdough made by yourself or somebody that you know. What's the difference between sourdough and regular bread? Sourdough is fermented. And once again, if you go back and you look at my stuff and you start learning about this fermenting process, right? This fermenting process kept us alive. It was a creative spark that came through us. It was our creativity and our noticing what went on with nature, right? So now a lot of the stuff that's not good for you that's in the wheat is transformed by the fermentation process. And now it's healthy for you. Check out sourdough, family. This is incredible. So go and drink your water. We're going to kick it off. Let's look at what's going on today. If we look at our calendar today, of course, you know we are on Kuumba. The modic principle of the day is order. The color is orange. The hermetic law is cause and effect. If you were born on this day and you are a male, the day name for today for Kuumba is Kwame. Female name is Ama. All right? If you are hip to the emotional emancipation circles, I have a list of African Center cultural virtues and values. And today, the cultural value for a Wolof is Jup or Jul, good character, just, honest, and righteous. Akan ethics, strong character. That's what we're looking for today. And Yoruba, Oju, Enu, insight. All right, so now, once again, I got to get on one of my rants about making sure that everything we do is culturally appropriate. As a people, culturally appropriate. And let me say this for my universal fam, right? When we do what is culturally appropriate, we not only take care of our group, we take care of other groups, right? Because we ensure the survival of our group when we do culturally appropriate things, which in a sense ensures the survival of other groups. Well, let me take that back. Let me think, because I'm quite sure I can think of some culturally appropriate stuff for one group that might not be culturally appropriate for others. Let me rethink that thought. Sometimes you got to rethink your thoughts. Let me rethink that. But we do have a personal responsibility to take care of our group. We have to, family, because if those of you that got my text says that nobody will take care of your stuff better than you, nor should they. Many of us, we give people our heart, because if you look at the picture, because it's in black and white, but if you look at the picture real close, it's some hands holding a heart. And many of us give our heart to other people, and we expect them to take care of their heart. Right? And you know what I'm saying? Nobody should take care of your stuff better than you should. Ever. Nobody will respect your stuff more than you do. Right? And culturally, family, we don't respect what we got. We give it away. We argue with people about it that don't even deserve a fucking argument. This is what I don't understand, family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and in the last few years, I've been slowly but surely extracting myself from around people that I feel that I have to defend what it is that I'm talking about. That shit, that argument and that convincing you, that shit was in the 30s, in my late 20s, 30s and 40s, right? Early 40s. My later 40s, I'm like, listen, I'm not trying. It's other people out here that want to convince. I'm not trying to convince. I'm just trying to show what I do. What I do works. If it works, you know what I'm saying, and it's cool, you feel it's appropriate for you, by all means, join us. Let's work. But if not, stay the fuck away from me. Right? Because it's like this. I no longer believe in allowing people to come into my living room and rearrange my furniture. What do I mean by that? I'm not letting nobody into my culture. I'm not letting anybody into my group. So any groups that I'm involved with, right? And if I don't know you, I'm not allowing you to come in and move my motherfucking furniture around. I don't care if your name, I'm giving them if your name is Ra Highest Priest Simmons Jones. I don't give a shit. You are not allowed to come into my place and move the furniture around. And we got to stop this, family, because this happens where we get into debates with motherfuckers who have not put no work in, at least with us. And the issue is, family, it's like we open up our gates and we expect people to want to take care of our stuff better than we do. But nobody can take care of Columbus better than those who have been in Columbus forever. We just have to be honest about that. You know what I'm saying? That's been putting in work. There's no reason why a new person should be able to come on the scene and outshine somebody who's been putting in work for years. I'm so sick of that. I'm sick of that. We don't even take care of our own family members. Anybody with some new stuff or a new idea, they come in and they outshine everybody. We do this all the time in Columbus, man. We don't even see, because a lot of people don't travel. They don't really understand what we got here, family. Listen. I had an opportunity to travel around the state and around the country, listen to hip hop. Columbus got some of the best artists. And this is not just because I'm not even from Columbus. I was born and raised in Akron. I came down here in college, and Columbus have some of the most talented people I have ever. Listen, Spirit, and some of y'all old enough, Spirit ruined hip hop for me, because everywhere I go, I have to compare the individuals that I run into to those brothers, and most people don't even stand up. As far as freestyle, I've been around some of the best freestylers in the world right here in Columbus. I can't go nowhere and listen to the African drum. Why? Because Tony West is my elder, and his son is my best friend, and I ain't heard nobody that could slap that shit like they do. You understand what I'm saying? Everywhere I done went, because of when I set up under Nomo and Dr. Kelsey, everywhere I went, you know what I'm saying? It's like I get nothing but respect when I'm sitting in them circles, because of where I come from and because of the stuff that I got here. But yet when people come into our city, for some reason, we get some type of self-esteem issue. Self-esteem. And we allow people to move our furniture around. We allow people to shift our ideas around. And we got to stop that. But somebody came in on the line. This brother, Tim, go ahead.
It was just, I got disconnected.
Oh.
That's all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You know, I started ranting, girl. I lost track. I ain't even look back up at the screen. I done got my eyes popping up out my head. I know new people think I'm crazy when they come through sometimes. But I'm just like...
No, everything that you're saying, though, I'm really grateful, because it's not, when we realize that it's not our own, and that truly the universe and the Creator and our ancestors are simply speaking through us, like, we're able to open our mouth and just let, especially when we're in the company of families, like, just allow it to come through. So you don't even if you didn't have full control over everything that was said just now, like, the fact that you are comfortable enough with yourself to allow ancestors and the Creator to speak through you is appreciated. So everything that you said is so relevant to today, and to the fact that it is Kuumba, and to the fact that there is conflict, and edifying us, like, through that battle as nation builders. So
yes, ma'am.
You know, and Amber's a village, so you may have needed to hear that just to, like, everything that you're saying is valued. That's why we're all here listening to it.
So are you leaving Columbus for a little while?
Oh, no, I'm here today. I'm here this weekend. I'm planning, now that you brought that up, not to interrupt or anything, but details for tomorrow, if we invite people, like, I understand that it might not be culturally appropriate for us to, but if there's a time and a location already solidified for tomorrow, then maybe I just don't know.
No, wait, hold on. I was checking my email because remember I told you that I would send out, I haven't received anything. Because usually I
emailed Elder Alona today.
Right.
To ask her. But the thing is like, maybe we just need to distribute the responsibility more.
I feel
if the day and time is already solidified, shoot, before we leave that day, I can make a flyer on my phone and be like, okay, here's the flyer. Because if we're going to start inviting people and building, then that visual helps. And, I have about at least 5 people who said that they want to come tomorrow. But I want to be sure what location and time I'm telling them.
The location.
Flyer, that way I don't have to go back and say, oh, actually it changed.
I got a question for you.
Maybe that's.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What time did we meet last time?
I have no idea.
Okay, because then
maybe
we lost. Because I was about to be because one is crazy because there's a time shift. Now, for those that don't know what we're talking about, I think tomorrow is divine. No, it's not divine conversation. Tomorrow is the Pra'am. Tomorrow is the Pra'am. And this is a gathering where we come together and we talk about, in a sense, cultural information. We share information. We share information together that's culturally appropriate for us. It helps get us centered and get us focused on what we need to be working on before the next Pra'am, in a sense. So, and it's tomorrow. I just don't, because the time varies.
I think it might be 11:30.
I'm thinking the same thing, but I'm trying to avoid the thing that you did bring up because it's kind of messed up. When you give people information, it's not an APDS. Oh shit. CeeLo, you got the information? CeeLo is on here. She typing it up right now. I'm looking for my old Pra'am stuff. Yeah, I think CeeLo is not an APDS. So, soon as she put it up, I will let you know. And then, like I said, because I was hoping to be able to at least blast a flyer out. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's part of that. Okay. She's asking now. So, nobody got the information. But, it's like in the village right now, it's a lot of unnecessary drama going on. I ain't gonna say unnecessary. It's good because it shows that we're growing. It's politics. And see, that's what a lot of us, we say, I don't do drama. But the fact of the matter is, family, that drama is politics. God, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just think about this. If anybody's been following politics, right, you know that up there in the White House right now is all types of drama. Now, the only reason we know there's all types of drama because the Great Pumpkin has no filters. All the other presidents had filters. They would get on and they would say everything correct. And they would use the right tones in order to get the people, to keep the people calm. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker right here, the Great Pumpkin, listen. This motherfucker talking about sitting down with North Korea. I want a ticket to that. I personally want to be at that dinner to hear these two crazy motherfuckers sit down and talk about the world. I just want to be there. You know what I'm saying? We need to get some mics on the table You know what I'm saying? Because, this will be, this is going to be some material that comedians will be able to use for the next 50 years. I'm just saying. I mean, and it's like, because you don't have filters, you can look into this whole, all these issues and be like, damn, there's a lot of drama going on up there. You know what I'm saying? All the people getting fired or supposedly quitting. I mean, it's drama. It's drama. So family, when we dealing with this shit, we have to understand that this is, no matter where we go, no matter what we do, we always are going to have to run into this drama. You always going to run into it. Those of you that have real jobs. Now, I'm talking about real job. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, a career, right? Not, you flipping burgers somewhere, but you got a career. You walk in, you know that there's drama. I got drama waiting for me every day when I walk in the door. Every day. So if it's like that for me in a place that I love to be, right? Then of course I know in some place that I'm trying to build that I'm trying to make for my kids, I already know is going to be that drama involved, that conflict. See, because what we're dealing with is conflict between people. That's all it is. And either we make peace or we go to war. Or we just remain neutral. But at some point in time, people, we got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether, and this is on many issues that we deal with as a collective. We do, we don't, we move, we don't. You understand what I'm saying? The piece is that we have to understand that we're going to have to deal with this. You deal with it in their world. You need to learn you're going to deal with it in your world. See, because let me be clear, man. Like, for example, let's look at it on a mythic level, right? Because I want to hit. So I want to hit below the belt, because that's how a real fight go down. You know what I'm saying? There's no rules. Hit below the belt. Now, do y'all know? Who that?
CeeLo.
Who, CeeLo?
Yes.
What's going on?
I didn't say it wasn't an APDS. I was asking.
Oh.
I wouldn't start false rumors.
Oh no! Hey, well, now I see you say I'm asking.
I just text Elder Alona to confirm the time.
Okay.
So she's in a meeting. She did ping me that back, and I was calling her phone, and she texted in a meeting. So I just texted her back and said, confirm time for her and location is ATBS, correct? So.
All right.
I will pass the word along when I get it.
Cool. All right. So now it is an APDS. Mr. Brother High Tim started a false rumor because I read something wrong, because she do got a bunch of, and that's why paying attention in class was so important. I fell asleep during this part of the class because she got not APDS, question mark. This was a question, and I failed the test. I'm so ashamed.
Something you were saying sounded like it wasn't, or you weren't sure if it was. So I was just trying to.
I wasn't sure at the time, right? I wasn't sure at the time, but
yeah, time switches. One is 11:30, and the other was 10, and I'm like, why can't we just do it at the same time all the time? But,
you know what? When I was driving over there last week, I was thinking the same damn thing. I said, damn, because I'd be confused, right? But hey, keep us on our toes. Never know when they're gonna attack. Gotta always be ready.
I know. Be ready. Right? So I'm gonna hang up. So I'm gonna stay on the feed, and like I said, when I hear from Sister Alona, I'll pass the information.
Thank you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Straight from the cultural vaults, right? This is drama. Drama. The shit that everybody's trying to avoid. is what builds nations. Now, not all the drama that we get into, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this shit is just very, I mean, some of this shit is creative. It's like we done created new forms of drama. But drama is what nations are built upon. Like, for example, let's look at the mythology of ancient Kemet. If you look at the story of Asar and Set and Heru and Set, bring that over here, Gina, since you're looking at it. Bring that over here. Be careful. If you look at part of the drama that was there between, all right, this right here is my,
secret ingredient.
no, it's not the secret ingredient. This is my dough. This is my, the dough for my,
This too.
my sourdough.
You want me to bring your other
And I might have let it sit just a little bit too long this time. It might be not be making it here. Put it back on the table.
This too.
Yeah, we about to bake that though. I'm put that one up. We about to bake the other one though. But now we look at the Saurian, the passion, right? Maybe a lot of people just skip over the fact that that Set's wife slept with Asar. I mean, it was a crazy relationship because they all was brothers and sisters. But hey, who am I to judge, right? But Set's wife, along with Asar snubbing him and giving the kingdom to his wife while he was gone, right? And according to how it was supposed to be, he was supposed to give it to his brother, but he gave it to his wife. He got snubbed by his older brother. Then on top of that, his Set's older brother, also known as Asar, also got busy with Set's wife, had a baby. Drama! I mean, goddamn, we can't escape it. Some of us were trying to escape it, right? And it's like, that shit is going to be there no matter where we at. No matter where we at, and we have to learn how to deal with it, and then we have to learn how to deal with our emotions in a way that, Brother Wakesa talks about, us using our emotions as GPS systems so that we can move back to a point of peace, power, and joy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, we just want to be at peace, power, and joy, and that's it. And let me tell you, family, that's a boring ass life. Just being in a point of peace, power, and joy. I know a couple of those. And they are not the people you invite to your birthday party. They are not the people that you want to be around for extended amounts of time. They are no fun. They're very meditative, very insightful. Motherfuckers never tell a joke. You know what I'm saying? Done. You know what I'm saying? Family, what we need is a well-balanced group of people. And we have to understand.
Are they real?
Are they real? You know what? Because I don't live with them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't live with them, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I like to see some of the reality of an individual. You know what I'm saying? I like to see, you know what I'm saying, the so that I can make sure, like you said, so I can make sure so I can know who you are. And a lot of times we come and we have on the dress, and we be perfectly done, and it's like I don't even get to see the real you. And
I love transparency. I'm grateful for the gift of transparency. Because people, I don't know why it's echoing.
I know why. I gotta fix that. You're not echoing through us. Are you?
Okay.
You're not on Facebook too, are you?
No.
Okay. I mean, you might got a modern car. You know, they got Facebook in modern cars. You know.
Nah, bro. I got the same car that I had since undergrad.
I'm just saying.
So I was saying, some people like will meet me personally, be like, "Oh my goodness, you're so kind and you're so sweet," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. Like, I'm honest, I'm truthful. Like, you know, and if I let you call me kind and sweet, you gonna be in for a rude awakening in the moment that my truth doesn't reflect that."
Right.
And, you know, I've had students and I've had colleagues and just, you know, people in general just be really like taken aback, like, oh, like, whoa, like, who's this? And I'm like, it's the same person. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm not like, this is just who I am today. Like, and it's not always rainbows and butterflies. Some days it truly is. And on those days, I allow those rainbows and butterflies to just blossom. But some days it's like, what? Get out of my face. Like, it's not the day. And I think I'd rather mess with somebody like that and know who I'm, like, dealing with than, and then I feel like it's just healthier all the way around. Like, if I pretended to be, you know, like you said, meditative at all times, then to me, there's no growth because you never truly arrive. And so in those areas, it's like you got it, you understand it. And so I'm always at peace. And like you said, always power, peace, and you said something else.
Peace, power, and joy. But you ain't always
peace, power, and joy. Like, but there's so much. There's levels to that, and those levels are infinite. So there's always more power, more peace, more joy to experience. And if you stay in the level that you're in, and you never experience that, I guess the conflictive vibration to realize that there's more to achieve, then shit, that has to suck.
Well, I mean, not necessarily for the person that's there because they have never been outside of that. They think that is the ultimate. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's to them. If you don't, like.
So they don't even know that it's up. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know. They don't even have the knowledge to know because they have never stepped outside of that. See, you know, because one of the things that this is what I like about the myths. And like, for example, modern day myth. There's a series called Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. There's a character by the name of Goku. He comes from a race of beings called the Saiyans. Now, in order for Saiyans to go to the next level, for them to even know, they feel inside of them that there's another level, but they work trying to get to the next level, but they can never get to the next level until they push themselves to the ultimate limit. And then after they break that limit, after they are pushed beyond what they thought they could do, beyond what their physical body is capable of, their body miraculously heals and moves them to the next level. But in many cases, they didn't even know that other level existed because they had never been outside of what they were. And a lot of us, because we don't allow ourselves to be pushed, because I don't do drama, I don't do that, I don't do, you know what I'm saying? We become super righteous in how we are. We become stuck. We can't even learn. Because you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's even a certain arrogance that go with that. And what we don't even see, and what a lot of people don't understand is that one of the major qualities of a great student is humbleness. A great student and great teacher. Why? Because I have to be able to step back and hear what anybody has to say, because I never know when the lesson's going to come. But if I'm arrogant, I can't, if I feel that I have arrived, you know what I'm saying? Could you run into these people and you be like, man, are you serious? Are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, we used to in the community in Columbus, used to have some people that were so serious. You know what I'm saying? We used to run around and be like, dude, I will never get that old and that serious. They wouldn't crack a smile. They wouldn't laugh. Brother, there's nothing to laugh about. The white man is very serious. Man, get the fuck away from me. You ain't even there. Get away from me before I knock you. I mean, it's just like that is just ridiculous. And you be like, damn, dude, you always angry, or then you find those people that are fake happy all the goddamn time. Like you said, they're sweet and kind. You know what I'm saying? They always try to act like that. And then you get the pleasant surprise when you really get to know them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, one of the things I like people to know that I'm human. Shit.
Oh.
All like my kids, I shock my kids all the time. I cuss, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm me. In every situation, I'm me. And it's a beautiful and liberating thing to be able to be me and realize that there's other levels that I can attain of meanness. You know what I'm saying? Other levels that I can attain. I could be that contemplative, meditative type, or I could be that motherfucker tearing some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Or I could be that person that you are able to talk to, and I could keep my mouth shut for at least. Well, anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. But hey, let's pour these libations. We still waiting. I don't know, but we still waiting for word on the per aunt tomorrow. Call in. I got 6 call in at 614-556. So excuse the 6. Call in number 614-556-4535. Want to thank all those that's checking it out. This is some ambrosia, a young Scoby. So I'm trying to train her. And what's crazy is she's still reproducing. Right? But she hasn't transformed. Because I still taste the honey. I still taste the caffeine. I still taste, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up here like, baby, what? It's been almost 5 days. Baby, what are you doing? You got to talk to your Scobies. So, Miss Tiandra, when you get a Scobie, your Scobie is you got to talk to them. Right? What are you doing? When they do a good job, let them know they did a good job. But right now, this is all right. It's all right. I'm talking across it because the bucket, right? This is all right, but I'm expecting better. You come from a very, very good line of June makers, and I'm expecting more out of you. You know what I'm saying? You part of the Ambrosia family. You know what I'm saying? We move above and beyond. So we want to give a toast to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We call on that great force, that great source of all things. And by whatever name you choose to call, whatever name makes you comfortable, right? We ask that you lift up your glass. Miss Tiandra, don't you lift up nothing while, you know what I'm saying, while you driving. I'll do the lifting. You just, you know what I'm saying, you say I'll shake. We lift up the glass, we say, and I think CeeLo was driving too. Sound like she was driving. What'd you say, Sasha? Sasha said it for us, so we lift up our glass. From there, we move to the stars of the show. We move to the stars of the show, and we salute Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia Willie Walton, Chris and Fanny Gatson. Hold on. Cleveland! Cleveland! Come here. Aunt Nina, Uncle Chris, Aunt Finn, Cleveland and Geneva Brown. Y'all heard Cleveland's name, right? Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jimon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar. Hey, why don't you grab, well, you got your computer? Is your Hangouts open? I need you to call your mom because I'm using my phone. She called me twice. I don't know what's going on.
Can I call her?
Do you have something to call her on, Gina? Go on. Move. Go upstairs. I'm sorry. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame family. We got Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil. Hey, Sasha, I don't know why you came down here to play. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame. I don't know why you came here to play. Go upstairs. See, that stare. That's a free lesson I just gave some of you new parents. Right? You gotta be able to do that stare and just follow them real slowly across the room till they out of sight. Then you just go back, right? All right. We got Uncle Chris, Aunt Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Sapet Maya Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Rob Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dick L. Pullian, the Luster Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randleman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Argoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Maida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, and Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bale, Vivi Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrells, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Brother Renee salutes Joe Davis. Brother Anubis salutes Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles. Sister Tiandra salutes Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, and William Billingsley Jr. Brother Deshaun salutes his mother, Jennifer Sensabaugh. I added to my list Hazel Johnson, Jay Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons. Sister Aisha out of Dayton salutes Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown. Miss Ford salutes Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paul Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson. Dr. D salutes Dan Wilkerson Sr. Sister Jackie out of Maryland by way of by way of Detroit salutes Emma McClendon. To the ancestor list or the community list, we got Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Patricia Williams, and Shabaka Torre. We got Sister Madonna saluting her mother, Donna Hill, and Richard Gleavis. We got Sister Cynthia saluting Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Void Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead. We got CeeLo saluting Archie Beck and Anna McGill. She added this to her list. We got Brother Santana saluting, he wrote Aunt Beck, but I knew her as Aunt Becca. Brother Santana salutes Aunt Becca. Elder Greg Arnold salutes Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed. Sister Shelley I salutes Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, and Mother Gibson. From there, we got Kwabena, Brother Kwabena out of Milwaukee, salutes Alex Nixon. We got Elder Bowie, salutes John Bowie. We got Elder Cedric, saluting Lester and Rachel Sanders. We got Janelle Ross, saluting Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, and Leroy Stokes. We got Elder Ori Pianki, saluting Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott. We got Charles Stevenson, saluting Vivian Stevenson. We got Cassandra Holloway, saluting Mona Ann. We got Elder Phyllis, saluting Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston. We got Sister Enya, saluting Margaret Towns and Mary Williams. We got Sister Heather, saluting Leroy Q. Heath Sr. And we got Patan Capshaw Moore, saluting Albert Moore. And we got Sister Yeye Motley, saluting Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, and Erlington Houston. Man! All right, we got some more people coming in real soon. They're filling out the forms. I sent out 2 forms a day because people finally responded from when I sent out something for the Kwanzaa list as well as the other list that I sent stuff out. All right, so we're going to have some more ancestors and we're going to welcome them in until we don't have enough time to cover them all. And then we have to come up with something else. I think I'm going to need to start thinking about that. But, just in case we get like 3,000 ancestors, I just need to make sure we got a way where we could salute them every day and still get our talk in. So I might have to just have a show where I just get up and read. Just jump right off into reading the ancestors' names, which would be pretty, which would be beautiful. So we lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors. From there, we salute the moment we talked about the other principles, but the major principle is working with our Kuumba, allowing that creative force to flow through us, not trying to take ownership of it. You know what I'm saying? Allowing it to flow through us. Now, if the creator and that creative force give you something valuable, by all means, go and trademark it. Don't get me wrong. Allow it to flow through you. I ain't say allow it to flow through you and then allow other people just to run off with what the creator and the ancestors chose to put in your hands. Now, I want you to be a responsible creator. Be responsible. All right? So we lift up the glass to this moment. We salute this moment, which all our power lie in. I want you to activate your reticular formations and start scanning the world for Kuumba creativity. All right? From then we move to the future. We lift up our glass to our children, our children's children, onto infinity, because we know that we are responsible for the next 7 generations. We know that we are responsible unto infinity. And we know that we are generational people. So we coming back. So we better, I'm leaving it better. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving it better than when I left. So I have a right to be mad than when I come back because somebody messed it up. You know what I'm saying? I come back, they messed it up. I got some questions. You know what I'm saying? So we lift up the glass for the future and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on and we salute all of our relations. We lift that glass. From there, we salute the most important thing for the day. We toast you. I want every last one of y'all to lift the glass, except if you're driving, don't lift nothing. Don't lift nothing but your foot off the gas, putting it on the brake. That's it. So I lift my glass and I salute all of y'all. Right? Those that are here now, those that will be here in the future. Right? And if you are tuning into this 5 years from now, I want you to type in something right now. Let me see if I can see it. Why you ain't typing? 5 years from now, go ahead. Let's see. All right. So, hey, I wish you peace, power, and joy. You know what I'm saying? And 100 years, family. And like I said, we are going to have to bring Brother Wakesa back so that we can continue having this discussion about emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because we are struggling. Let me speak for me. I'm struggling when it's come to dealing with some of these emotions that go along with nation building. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm real quick to cut a motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, thank God that, you know, I have changed, because I used to be real quick to slap a motherfucker in the mouth, just being honest. Just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is how I was, this is how the game was given to me. This is how I was, you know what I'm saying? You know, because I'm like, yo, some of this is just not making sense. You know what I'm saying? I even heard it in some cases, some of the stuff that might be going on, you got threats being thrown. Like, whoa. I missed that part of the Afrocentric, you know, the consciousness shit. We got gangsters up there. I love that shit. I really do. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a beautiful thing, man. We are involved in a beautiful time. We are in the time of legends. And I'm challenging all of y'all. Pull out your creativity. Let's get to making things happen. And understand, we're going to have disagreements. We're going to have falling outs. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things I can always say about my true brothers, you know what I'm saying? We can fall out. We might not talk for years. You know what I'm saying? When we come back together, it's all peace. It's all peace. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, and this is something that's unique about a true relative, about a true person that's in your family, right? You know what I'm saying? And we ain't even talking about blood, because in our blood family, hopefully we got those type of relationships where we don't have to see each other for years, but when we do run into each other, oh, it's beautiful. But it's even more powerful when you got that in your spiritual family, right? Because you got, because, you know, in Gye-Nyame we say, blood is thicker than water, but spirit is thicker than blood. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because some of the people, I got more relationships like what I just described with my spiritual family than I do with people in my blood family. I'm just telling you. Blood is thicker than water, but spirit is thicker than blood. You know? I'm just letting y'all know. You know, because like I said, those are the type of relationships we develop. And in those relationships, what you find out is true love. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed with individuals that would take my beefs more personal than I take my beefs. They take my hurts more personal than I took my hurts. I'm sitting up here like, damn. What? You know, I'm feeling uncomfortable. I need to leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you taking my shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody has ever experienced it to where a motherfucker take something that was done against you so personally that you be sitting in the room like, I'm going to excuse myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you taking this shit too personal. Family, I'm trying to tell you, this is the type of relationships we got to we need to start developing our community, because you actually could look at somebody, tell them, say, hey, hold on. It happened to me. Calm down. That's love. Calm down. I'm going to handle it. I don't like how I'm going to handle it. You taking this shit too personal. I mean, plus it happened to me. Sit your ass down. I mean, you ain't got to be, oh, we about to fight. Wait, hold on. We about to fight about what happened to me? I'll talk to you next week. I'll talk to you next week, bro. That's love. Right? See, and those are the type of relationships that we have to really start developing, because, family, I want y'all to understand this. And I'm going to keep stressing this. Spirituality is about the management of relationships. That's all it is. It's the management of relationships. So when we start getting uncomfortable and don't want to deal with relationships, right? I mean, think about it. What do relationships require? They require us. It requires us to take risk, right? It requires us to take risk. That's what relationships are about. So now, spirituality is about what? Taking risk. It's at 11:30 p.m. at APDS. Per Ankh is at 11:30 a.m. at APDS. All right. So, family, I starved just low enough for us to get the text. And I want to thank each and every last one of y'all. But remember, spirituality is about monitoring and maintaining relationship. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong, tell me what prayer is. Tell me what meditation is. Is it not communication? Prayer communicates with a higher being. Meditation communicates with an inner being. You know what I'm saying? What is the ritual for? Ritual is to communicate to a higher being. Come on now. It's all about, you know what I'm saying? And if you got a real good relationship with a ghost, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't that translate? If your God is real, shouldn't the relationship that you have with this God be able to translate to those that are around you? I'm just being all real. I'm just keeping it all the way real. Because many of us know these so-called deep spiritual people that ain't got not a friend. How the fuck you spiritual or even deeply religious and you got some fucked up relationships? All right. Or at least questionable, because at least if you have fucked up relationships, you have no relationships. Let me say that. Because if you got relationships and people are trying to struggle with you, there is something there. You understand what I'm saying? So that your spirituality, you need a little work, but you got some spirit on you. Bring a dish to share. No, I will not. No, I will not. I'm going to eat all these greens right now. That is my goal for today. All the greens that my kids, I'm going to eat it right now. I was planning, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was late telling me when Parank is. It's already cooking. They're already in the steamer. If you would have just told me 15 minutes before, CeeLo. But I'm gone. I'm out. All right, so, Facebook, I love each and every last one of y'all. Hey, I think Shaka may still be broadcasting, so check out his show. All right, The Mind of Shaka. Go over there, and unless he's broadcasting on Gye-Nyame, but I'm about to go on and try to catch him. I want to thank all of y'all for joining me for the Daily Toast. We did it before we hit the afternoon. We are about to hit 1 o'clock, so with that, family, y'all have a great, powerful, and beautiful day. Oh, man, my auntie just came on, and we just about to get off. And with that, I toast y'all, family, and we are out. At least we out on Facebook. I'm going to talk to Spreaker for a minute. What's up, Spreaker? All right, I want to thank all of y'all for joining me. I'm going to drink my ambrosia. I still smell the honey. You have to do a better job, little lady. You have to. Our reputation is on the line. And we will not serve any ambrosia before it's time here at Gye-Nyame Journey. So, family, I want to give y'all a round of applause because y'all are magnificent and a glorious group. Yeah, I'm going to put your ass back down in the basement. Yeah. That's not mature enough. All right. So we out. Peace out, family.